Hey there folks, how's it going? RedMaster here and welcome back to the channel where today we are jumping into another known combos video as we look back at the classic colors for monsters. That's right, we're jumping back into monsters here, this time in the good old ninja pirate. Why pirate monsters are ninjas in this game? I don't know. But yeah, we're going back to those colors here just to kind of showcase what they can do. It's been a while since I've kind of touched a monster-based deck, and while they aren't exactly the greatest going around right now, they still have their ups. Obviously, the monsters are very beefy in general, so usually things like global buffs can just push them beyond what other units can get out of globals, but today we're going to be running that bounce variation that probably a couple of you maybe have seen out there. Running the throne, bouncing some key cards back, getting some big value off of that throne to just push a really beefy monster into the enemy, and hope that is enough to win us the game. With a couple of extra tricks, like I said, we have things like multi-strike, but we'll just go ahead and show you the list. So folks, let's go ahead and take a look at today's deck, the bounce monsters. Alright folks, and here is the deck list that we're going to be taking into today's games. Obviously, a lot of monster stuff going on here. It really shouldn't be surprising what this deck is aiming to do. Obviously, like I mentioned before, the monsters just have some ridiculously beefy stat lines. Minotaur at 6-7, Grendel at 6-7, Witch at 2-7. Mothra can grow as long as you keep playing monsters. And the idea is pairing it off with a balance engine like Throne of the Emperor to create even bigger monsters. Throwing things out like Serpent Witch, like Grendel, or things off of the Ajira, recurring Ajira to generate more monsters for more value, more big Unga Bunga beef sticks. That's the idea that we're going for here, and it's very, very straightforward. To pair off with this, though, we are running a multi-strike, well, I guess 2 copies of multi-strike in here, because I believe multi-strike is probably one of your best win conditions for a deck like this. Your goal is to get a big Unga Bunga to face, and if you can hit multiple times in one swing, that can be a lot of potential damage. So multi-strike, I definitely think is your key to victory. You need this card if you want to be running some iteration of, monsters in these colors. Even if you don't run the balance engine, you could just completely take out the balance engine if you want, and just run big beef stick monsters. But you absolutely, I think, need the multi-strike here. It is critical to allow your monsters to just hit multiple times to ensure that there's a lot of damage and potentially ensure lethal on your opponent. So multi-strike, absolutely necessary here. And of course, the balance engine, like we talked about. Other generic things in here, globals, hovel, because, they're everywhere. But let's go ahead and do the card by card here as we, file in. Lumberjack for draw, Thief for ramp, Manfish as a monster for Kraken, hovel, the balance engine of Dance, Slip, and Throne. I think these numbers can be adjusted a little bit here. I'm considering maybe another Throne for multi-strike, because multi-strike is just, incredible for the deck. But for now, we're running 3 Throne. Mothra, the beef stick that grows. Smith Armory, the global package. Southward Captain, additional ramp to help bring you into your bigger things, like maybe a Mordok earlier or a Minotaur. Armory, like I mentioned, global. Multi-strike, the big win condition. Ajira for more monsters and to bounce back to get you even more monsters for Kraken. Voyager, discounting your big things like Grendel, Minotaur, and Kraken. Witch as another monster. I think she's relatively fine for a deck. Maybe she might actually have to go, but I think the 2-7 sideline is actually pretty fair to justify running. Putting an Armory out makes this a 3-8. Blacksmith on the board at the same time of 4-8. Like, this thing can get pretty beefy pretty fast. So I think having her is fine. And the importance of combo stun is also very important. Sort of like your freeze for the deck, but just sort of one without retaliation. So it's a bit easier and a bit more I would say simpler, I guess. It's less punishing. That's what I'm looking for. Less punishing. But carrying on the list, we got Grendel. Grendel at 2 of. I know he's a bit of a beefy beef stick, but the last will scares me. So for now, he's in it at 2 of. Because if he dies, you obviously give a +2/+2 to something else on the board here. If you kill everything before then it's fine because he won't trigger. But, be careful. Minotaur as the other beef stick here. The one that's more clean, I guess. Cleaner than Grendel. And at 3 of, just because we want to ensure this guy is beefy, running down, and out there fast. Execution for the following. Your straight removal if necessary. Destroy a unit, treasure 2. always worth running. Mordok at 2 and Kraken at 2. You're sort of late game potential big boys here. A little empty in this slot, but of course, you might be finding yourself changing some things, and that's fine too. But overall, it is the deck list that we're going to be rocking with today. Again, straightforward as it needs to be. So, folks, let's go ahead and jump right in to the games. All right, folks, and match number 1 underway with not a bad opener. The 2 Lumberjacks for the first 2 turns, falling into a Southport to potentially ramp us up into something big, or having the Serpent Witch on standby is also pretty nice. Opponents to start out with a Lumberjack, sir. That is fair and fine by me. We got the Ajira in hand. Could be very good once we start seeing those bounce spells. But for now, simple Lumberjack trades, keeping things nice and clean. And we're going to go the opposite direction. Alrighty. So, that's kind of interesting that our opponent decides to go a different direction here. Kind of makes me feel like he might be running traps and thereby needs his units to stay alive to generate some bigger value. Things like Secret Dragon, maybe a Verdict, maybe... I mean, Aijitsu would be something, but not huge value under this circumstance. But, could be doing something. We do have a multi-strike in hand, so we have secured a piece of our win condition, which is fantastic. I'd like to see more monsters, though, for this to be really worthwhile here. Yeah, and okay, there go the traps. So traps are going down here. We'll probably see, yeah, not a trade, however. That's fine. I think for now, the easier thing to do here is just play the blacksmith. We're going to see the Secret Dragon, right? Yep. That seems fine. Thankfully, not pulling a big one in the form of Ice Drake. Ice Drake is very manageable. I guess we'll fall back, too. We don't really can't afford to have that hit face at this point in time. A multi-strike would be whatever here, but I don't think he's got that for this Ice Drake. But yeah, it's going to be a chat that we're facing off here, so a lot of annoying things to kind of push past. But with the way that we should be recurring monsters in this deck with a lot of the bounce spells, we should be fine. But that, again, that depends on how things go here. Our opponent hasn't really done much either. The Lumberjack transforming actually hurts him pretty badly. It negates that draw, that early draw that I think maybe he might have wanted. So, yeah, not great. But not the worst spot. He does have a 5-3 after all. Oh, excuse me. 6-4. He's probably not going to rush it in. There's no need to, I imagine, right? Oh, no, he's... Alright, he's putting it in a hell of a spot, that's for certain. Doing some math in my head here. I mean, I guess we're always playing the Behemoth, right? Put you in front. Put the Mothra. This should give away monsters as the game plan. So Mothra's probably going to get zeroed in on here. Maybe has something to pop it or hurt it or something along the lines here. But this is fine. Trying to hold off on the Southport as much as I can so that way we can make a big Mordok play out of it. Judge! Oh, man. Okay, so... Oh, hello. Hello, Judge. How are you? You doing good? That's good. So this is interesting. I guess we should go with the Ajira here to generate some monsters. Kaijir is okay. Ideally not the one we want. We could simply just do this, though. I think this is also fine. We'll do that. We'll do that. Keep the Lumberjack there. He can't reach it with the Judge. That's fine. We gave him some monsters, but again, those are going to buff Mothra anyway, so not a huge deal. I think, well, we could have played Southport this turn, but I think the bodies are a little more important in that regard to just keep our things alive. Oh, we don't really have any bounce spells to return the Ajira, so if we lose it, it's not great. But so far, a bit of a slow game on this end, at least for our first matchup here. We saw one trap, and I thought that was going to be, I guess, the trap deck, but seeing Judge is interesting. I guess maybe more of a budget-friendly trap deck here. Second Armory going down. That's fine. We do have a Blacksmith to contend with these globals. We're not out of it yet, per se. Judge advancing on the Kaijir potentially here. Yep, looks like he's going to take it out. Again, that is fine. It's not a huge loss. The Witch is coming out. I forgot I gave him a Serpent Witch. That's probably not good. Well, I mean, they can't all be winners. All right. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I guess in a perfect world, we're doing Captain. Oh, excuse me. Manfish just actually trades with this outright. I don't know why I'm thinking about that. And I think this is going to be fine, right? We're going to move this up as well. Yeah, I think that's fine if we move that up. Okay, so this is not bad. We're gonna move the blacksmith out of the way here. The manfish is just a straight trade with the judge. I missed the last roll blacksmith buff together. I was thinking it had like 3 damage or something like that, but no, it did the full damage. Which going to okay? Are we just gonna ignore my stuff here? Is this what we're doing? We ignoring Redman's things? That's fine. I mean, okay. Books is out there. Books is asking to get popped, unfortunately. Ooh, Night of Flowers. Oh, okay. Alrighty. Alright, slow down here. Slow down. Slow down. There are things happening on this board that I may not agree with. I think Ishak has to go into the... Oh, no. Okay, everything. Everything comes for the red man. That's fine, I guess. Ugh. Alright. This is a bit of a weird scenario, but definitely still doable, I think. Okay, yeah, there's the lumberjack trade. Oh, the manfish. That's not bad. Alright, let's get some things going here. Get you up a little bit more. Let's pop into you. Kill that off. Dealing this. Is it at 8? It's not enough even with the blacksmith, which is unfortunate. I could do a Mordock here. Is there any downside in just coining the Mordock? I don't think there is. I think we'll do this. We'll pop into that. Pop the books to prevent the double draw. And then just flat out coin Mordock here. We'll do this. Killing off the Serpent Witch. Generating that. That's fine. Popping into that. Getting us a spell. Oh, I wish I could have used that on the Mordock. We don't have enough gold. Alright, I think that's going to be fine for a board cleanup. The fact that we really are lacking the same global presence as our opponent is somewhat hurting us, but I think this is still more than okay for a situation. The Mothra isn't dead, and it can be a little bit protected here. Unless he has something like a movement buff, which... I mean, the Kaiju out raw kind of disproves it. Okay, Judge Part 2. How you doing? I think this is fine. We could do a little bit of trickery here. Oh, there's a throne. Finally. We're gonna do this. So this gets stunned. Free pop. Kill off an armory. Because I think the armory is a bit more of a pressing concern. And then I think... just... Actually, you know what? We can just trade that outright there. And then push a big-ass body in the form of Minotaur down to face. I think that's the plan. That should be the plan. Because now there's a lot of different threats coming at his face here. There's not a whole lot that he's got left in hand. Oh, there's a trap. No, I get trap deck, folks. This is a trap deck. Okay, so there's a couple things that could this could be. There's the Sensei Wasuda thing. Okay, on the pop of the Banshee definitely tells me that it might be an Eternal Judgment we're facing down here. If that's the case, we just smack him with the Minotaur. That's absolutely fine. Then maybe like multi-strike the Mordock or something like that. Let's see. Am I right? I'm right. Judgment, baby. Oh, Camouflage and Judgment. Camouflage and Judgment. Okie dokie. That's okay. That's actually been annoying because the witch is right in my way. I think it's fine if I just do this. Yeah, multi-strike, minor upgrade. Hey, minor upgrade, big value. And then pop in, pop in. There it goes, boys. Game 1. Very nicely done. A little rocky there with all the global presence our opponent threw at us, but we still managed to push through, even without the throne. We saw the throne very late in the game. No bounce spells either. But that is just purely showing you guys how beefy monsters are as a general archetype in this game. A lot of power behind them. So with that being said, folks, I think we move into our next game. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Oh, it's Slash. I'm just trying to leave this in here, Slash. I know you're going to probably be seeing this, so hi. Hi, Slash. As you can see, my hand is great for this, by the way. So this is going to be fun. We're just going to let Slash walk right on through here. Looks like it probably is some form of Mystic Rats here. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyways, Rat Hovel for Rat Hovel. I have the shiny one, so clearly mine is the superior force in this matchup. Don't lightning blade me, Slash. Actually, no, he can. He used the thing already. We'll blacksmith. We'll get down our little rat to make a better trade here. Oh, man, we are really not looking too good. Dual Mordock, dual multi-strike. Game that. Oh my lord. And we're gonna lose our hovel. That is just what's happening here. We are going to lose our hovel. Don't you Mystic Journey potential me. You. Alright, well, I mean, gotta do something here. Let's reposition. Position and pray, folks. Slash has got a hell of a board set up here. Alright, lose the Elvish Thief. Okay, cool. So we don't have to take too much damage on our hovel. We don't take any damage on our hovel. That's good. I'll let the rats trade. Rats are rats, after all. That's no big deal. Headwood doing his thing. Fantastic. Maddie. Oh my god. Summoning yet another Headwood. Like, nah, no, that's fine. Yeah, no, that's real good. Oh boy. That's real nice. And we have another bounce spell, folks. Hey, that's good. That's decent value here. All right, armory's coming in now. Here's where we just, I think, died at big beats. Yep. This is the match that clearly was intended by the fates here, as we just get the shit all. Actually, we can do something here. So multi-strike's gonna be a little funny. A multi-strike can help me take out, I believe it's better to just do this, right? Yeah, I know, Slash. It's not great. Leave me alone, alright? We kill off a Headwood, which is pretty important, but in the long term, it's not going to do jack diddly squat. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my lord. Yep. Big chonkers. He's going to clear the black with that, too. No respect, Slash. No respect. I mean, thankfully, it's not a spawn block, because we now can throw out one of these two Mordocks that we've got in hand, which is going to be pretty epic. Mordock number 1, baby. Not a great target for you to hit, but yeah, that's going to be the end of the game. Not much you can do against the double Headwood setup for this kind of board push, but you know, it is what it is. I think we'll just move on though. Let's go ahead and get a game 3, and hopefully we can end off a little bit better than this. Alright, so with match number 2 behind us, let's go ahead and rebound here into game 3 with, okay, that's not bad. 2 Lumberjacks start us off, much like how we did the first game, which is great. Going up against School, though, which is going to be a questionable matchup for us. And I say questionable because, well, we don't have a clear way to take out School, the building itself, very easily. So, yeah. Well, we'll see what happens here. I'm hoping that the Elvish Thief isn't in the opener here. And Slash is on the other end here. Oh, Captain. That's actually not bad for us. We can blacksmith this turn a lot easier now to pop this. Or at least it makes more sense for us to do a blacksmith here to pop the Captain. Alright, all good. And then Voyager. Ooh, Voyager for Minotaur is very, very big. Uh. Okay. Oh, yep, and there it is. Well, folks, there wasn't much that I could do to prepare against the force that was the school. But oh, I hit you. Are you okay? Oh no, this went everywhere. I looked back at OBS for a second, and it screwed everything up. Oh jeez. Huh. It's all right. It's all right. We're just falling apart here. I'm trying to reply back to Slashes on the other end, who just, yeah, no, the last game was not very good on both parties' ends. Ooh, King Crab. King Crab is, hi there. Hi there, Chief. Are you alright? You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't be there. I have 2 Elvish Thieves. Yeah, you can't, oh my lord. So yeah, I think the play is just simply, Elvish. Actually, no, we can be a little bit better. We can just pop it with that, save the Elvish. The Elvish has more attack power, we can use to potentially end the game sooner. I'm hoping that if Minotaur stays alive here, we will just multi-strike to end the game, but, 6 golds. Okay, yeah, and there's a mugging. I can still do it. I think this is still fine, right? Yeah, we're fine. Unless he decides to block here and not do anything. Okay, nope, not the right block. All right, folks, and that is the game. Oh yes, very quick one to end off this this video here. I mean, we didn't get to really show off the bounce portion of it. I mean, we kind of do. Oh, actually, are we? I saw the coin. I saw the thief here. Yep, nope, that's it. Alrighty, folks. Well, I mean, at the end, we just multi-strike. We didn't show the balance portion, but let me tell you, the multi-strike is getting some big value tonight. Boom, boom, Elvish Thief. Simple as that. That's all you need. That's all you need. I think that's why this these colors of monsters are just so, you know, widely used. Because they can just quickly end off the game with the multi-strike, get some good bounce value if they want to, and just have a good time with it. And so, folks, that, of course, is going to wrap up today. Let's go ahead and move out to close this video. All right, and I think, folks, that is going to wrap it up for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to let me know what you guys thought of the balance monster list, I guess is what we can call it. Even though we didn't really show off a whole lot of the balance elements today, I think we still showed off the effective beating power of monsters. Oh boy, someone's gonna take that out of context. But let me know what you guys think. Again, comments down below. Be sure to like the video if you did enjoy. Be sure to share it with your friends. Be sure to subscribe if you're new or haven't done so already to the channel. It's the best way you can show your support here and help us out. After all, folks, we are 20 subs away from that big 1K milestone. So just please click the subscribe button. It's all I ask. Anyways, with that being said, folks, that's gonna do it for me for now. Until next time, stay gaming.